Hey, everybody out in COVID land. I'm Chris, and this is...
Elizabeth, this is an awful camera.
So we have a very choppy camera here that we're going to be working with. Hopefully it records better than it looks. So, at some point during this wonderful year of COVID, we were tasked with the obligation to watch a certain number of movies. When I say we, I really mean...
Me.
Elizabeth.
But
The list of movies was provided by a third party, Manugian Entertainment Incorporated. And the idea was, in order to foster friendly communication, basically to have something to talk about in these times of we have nothing to do and there's so many horrendous things to talk about, let's talk about movies.
yeah.
So this list was put together. I don't know what the criteria was to be put on this list. Do you know?
So the criteria is there are movies that are either classics, so movies that people renown as like, hey, you got to see this, like Vertigo, that was on the list, and that's a well-renowned movie. And so the other criteria is I have had to never seen it before. So she had put movies on there like The Princess Bride, but since I've already seen that, that's not on the list officially. Other requirements is there's actually two people that add movies to it. Julia, who will add movies that either she has seen or knows to be really good. Or her brother will add movies that he thinks are must-sees. He added Vertigo.
Okay. I feel like I have a little vertigo right now.
Yeah.
So, along with many tasks that Elizabeth has been asked to do in her life, one of the first things she did after she said, I have this unusual task to do. She said...
Hey, Dad, want to watch some movies?
So, as a dad, I said yes, and I started watching these movies. So, we have watched a few movies. Now, one of the criteria was, I'm slightly old, about 6 or 7 years older than you?
Yeah,
okay.
6 or 7.
So, there's a good chance that I might have seen these movies before. So, the only criteria we made with that is I have to watch it again.
Right.
Because perhaps it was a movie I watched 20 years ago and I thought was good. But now that I'm a little more seasoned, maybe I would think a little bit differently.
Yes.
So, we're going to start with a movie today that I can say I've never seen, if you'd like to hold it up and show it nice and close up to the screen. Sing Street.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what's nice about this is very father-daughter-like, is that on my own, if I was, say, at the library going down the aisle looking for DVDs, I'm sure my finger wouldn't have stopped here. I'm pretty sure I would have kept going and looked for like Night of the Living Dead 8 or something like that. So I'm opening myself up to culture. I'm feeling right now that this might be Glee DVD.
No!
Now, you say no.
It is not. So I've never actually seen Glee.
Nor have I. So how could she say it's not like Glee?
Well, how could you say it is like Glee?
It's got singing people in it.
That's a horrible criteria. That means West Side Story's Glee.
I like West Side Story.
Exactly. Or Oklahoma, or Hello Dolly, or My Fair Lady, or any of those other musicals.
How old are you?
18.
18. She knows a lot of old movies.
I haven't seen most of those.
So anyway, we have watched a few of the movies, and we'll probably come back with a later time to tell you about those. But today it's going to be Sing Street. Who's this by, Sing Street?
Let's see. I don't know.
It says on the front, from the writer.
No, it just says the movies he also directed. It doesn't say his name.
Oh, you see, but you got to read that with inflection.
Okay. From the writer and director of Once and Begin Again, Sing Street. Let's see. John Carney.
John Carney.
Never heard of him.
If we were in the industry, we would probably know some of these names.
Right, we'd be like, oh yeah, John Carney.
But all we are is a family trapped in the house with COVID.
Yeah.
And since the whole family has COVID, watch this. We could take this off. So we're sitting in the house, everybody's got COVID, and we have this list of movies to watch. So we're going to use a tried and true method of yeah and wah at the end. If we like the movie, it gets a yeah. If we don't like it, it gets a wah. And it's multi-generational because I am not of the same generation as Elizabeth.
You never told me that.
I know. I'm your father. Elizabeth, I'm your father.
No!
I understand. We also may have some input from Aiden, who generally watches movies while screaming into Fortnite, which makes us all have to be playing Fortnite, even though we're just actually sitting
It's like playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
The same level of anger is there.
Yeah, yeah. So what we'll do is we're going to stop our video here, and we're going to go watch, what's this again?
Sing Street.
Well, it's Sing Street, right? I guess it's like Sesame Street with singing.
Yeah.
It's musical Sesame
Well,
Street.
Sesame Street also has singing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. And then we'll come back with our review, and perhaps maybe you guys want to, drop a comment in there and tell us what your review if you've seen the movie and or wad it yourself. All right. So we'll check in with you later, and happy movie watching.
Happy movie watching. We're back after watching Sing Street for our COVID video collection. A little bit more to this way. Yeah, there we go.
Tell me that.
Get it out.
It's okay.
What are your thoughts after watching this movie?
Well, first thing I have to say is, you probably remember a lot of the music in here, some of the background things from the 80s, right?
Sure.
Back when I had a mullet.
Yeah, you had a mullet.
One of the things I was concerned with is before the movie, I sat down and grabbed a pen and paper, and I was going to write some stuff down because I won't remember anything by the time the movie starts. I won't know anybody's name or whatever when we got to talk about it, and I'll be like, with the guy, with the thing. And next thing you know, I'll be president of the United States, and I don't even want that job. So, this was the Sing Street movie. The name of the band is Sing Street. It's not a Glee movie. It kind of reminds me a little more. You probably never saw it. It's not really the same, but there's a movie called The Commitments. You ever hear that
I've never
one?
heard of that. No.
About an Irish band that formed. So that's a little more. They're a little bit older. These are a high school.
They're all like 15-ish.
I'm pretty happy to say I liked that there was no vampires in it or anything.
There were no vampires.
Yeah.
Which really gives it a higher rating on the Ware scale, the amount of vampires that are in the movie.
So, one of the characters' names is Rafina. I had to ask that. That's the girl interest in it.
Which I've never heard that name before. Do you know any Rafinas?
No, I don't know any Rafinas.
Didn't even know it was a name.
I have to say, as I'm looking for this, it's got some statements like an instant classic. I'm not sure if this is a classic, but I kind of like the one at the bottom by Kate Walsh from the Los Angeles Times. She said, funny, charming, and poignant, and I believe that it is that.
That is it.
Yeah. Can you spell poignant?
Poignant.
I think that's poignant.
Poignant.
Right? Oh, yeah, that works
No,
out
I
well.
got it!
So now we're going to give our review, and it's really just yeah or wah, and we'll see what happens here. We have not disclosed our answers are hermetically sealed envelopes, and we have not shared them with each other. And
in theory.
We are now going to reveal our feelings on really whether would you recommend this to somebody else.
It's like I really liked it, I'll show it to someone else. And wah is just a bad movie. Overall, it's not good, not worth watching again.
Yeah, you shouldn't even waste say COVID-19 quarantine.
Right,
time on it,
don't even bother.
Yeah,
it
go watch
exist.
another
Pretend
episode of Golden Girls or whatever.
Yeah. Instead of where Jurassic Park, what's it stupid? Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's a where.
Well, that's something.
It's awful.
I'm really hating Jurassic Park.
It's my least favorite movie of all time.
I do have to say one of the things. Well, let's first of all do our responses here. So, bum 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 bum. That's my response.
Smiley face, and I have a Y for yeah.
And that's a thumbs up, although it looks like a duty a little bit.
Good job.
I'm just saying on the camera now as I look at it, but I give it a yeah. Now, I'm not sure if it's something. I'll watch that again, and I don't know. But it wasn't a waste of my time. I got a good feeling after seeing the movie.
The music's good.
The music's good. It's got some 80s feel kind of music in it, which is nice.
Well, what's cool is it's not just music from the 80s. I recognize that. It's aha. No, it's actually they write their own music. This movie has its own music that was written for it in the 80s style, of course.
Both of us had made the remark that the older brother, I don't know what his name is. He's the guy, the thing.
Let's see if it says in the back.
that he looked kind of like Chris Pratt. You know, the heavier, what's that? Parks and Recreation Chris Pratt. You agreed on that.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I don't know what the brother's name is. I tried to look.
Yeah, he's
Is it
the Stoner
Brandon?
brother. Hey, yeah, we'll call him
I
Brandon.
think his name was Brandon.
The other thing I'd like to remark on is, to make this seem like we're really knowledgeable and educated in movies.
Yes.
So we've just worked in comparison to Chris Pratt and things like that. Hope he calls us on that and we could discuss it.
Right.
Either Chris Pratt or the guy with the
Or
thing. Either one.
either one, whatever his name is, Brandon.
What was that movie with the dad? He's half a body, and it's the two brothers. It's the video, Enchanted, not Enchanted.
He's the brother with
the two brothers and their father
is dead, and they're
Yeah,
trying to bring him back.
yeah.
That's the Pixar movie Onward.
Onward. I have to say, the brother relationship in this movie actually reminded me a little bit. It wasn't the same, but the older brother's kind of little heavier, kind of laid back, goofy guy, and the younger brother, the skinny,
More serious kind of. Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't the same, but it was.
I can see what you're going for.
reminded me
I
a little
would
bit
not
of-
make that connection, but I see where you got it.
Right, so probably there's no connection whatsoever.
Yeah.
I just I had it in there. So anyway, what you could do, if you like what we're doing, you could click subscribe on the button below. If you'd like, throw in a comment. If you've seen the movie Sing Street, you could throw in your, you could give us a yeah or wow on it.
You could tell us your favorite song from it.
I kind of like Drive It Like You Stole It.
That was a good one.
Yeah? How about you?
My favorite one is Girls.
Girls. There's a climactic moment when that song starts. And I do want to apologize to any priest that might have been offended by the priest who acts like a jerk in the movie.
Yeah, the awful, terrible priest.
I do know a lot of very nice, lovely priests. And no priests were harmed in the actual making of this movie. All right, folks. And Aiden actually made it through the movie with minimal distraction, I have to say.
Yeah.
So that was really
And he
pretty
made some fun comments on the movie.
Aiden, would you yeah or wow this?
Yeah.
Oh, he
He
threw
says,
a yeah.
He
All
liked
right.
all the rabbits.
Yeah, there was a number of rabbits. I don't
A
know.
surprising amount of rabbits.
Yeah. Mostly wascally rabbits. All right, folks, so have a great time. And see you at the next review of Dad and Daw COVID-19 video.
Dar?
Yeah, Dad and Daw. Like daughter.
Okay.
Dad and Daw.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah. It's like totes. That's so totes. See, totes.
I don't think anyone says that anymore.
I
I think that was
Yeah.
mid-2000s.
mid-2000s. Yeah, made it to the 2000s.
You know what?
So
You're
it went
right.
square.
Square. That's it. You're right.
That's square.
It's totally square.
Alrighty. So check us out. We'll make another video with our next review. I'd like to say what the next video we're reviewing, but it's really kind of up in the air because generally how it works is it on one of the streaming services that we share with my daughter, or is it something free we get off the internet, legally free? You know that, or do we pick it up from the library like this one here from the wonderful Sable Public Library we enjoy very much?
We could always do the other one I took out from the library recently.
That's true.
Yeah, we already saw it.
Maybe we can come back with that. That was Saint Vincent with the venerable Bill Murray.
Who I often confuse with Robin Williams. It's true.
Anyway, so we'll check you out soon. Again,
Bye.
you can subscribe. You could, send us a reply. Let us know. We don't even know. We don't even have a subscribe button now. I'm just making this stuff up as we go along.
Could, though.
Yes, we could.